Okay, I think we're, let's see, it says setting up your meeting for Facebook Live. Okay, we're good.
I think Cindy downstairs. I'm not sure. Are you ready, Robin?
She better than the other thing she gave me.
What?
What did they hear that?
We're live. Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. I am again apologetic. We have had trouble on these lines like you wouldn't believe, but we're going to really try to make this First Family Feud work, okay? We are determined to bring you the pop team that is the First Family of the Prince of Peace Church at 9350 Natural Bridge Road in Berkeley, Missouri, with our newlyweds, Pastor Willie Earl and First Lady Kimberly Kilpatrick, who are celebrating all 12 days as Mr. and Mrs., having tied the knot on June 27th, 2020. Oh my. And then here to challenge them on this evening, representing the City Takers team, all the way from West Side Missionary Baptist Church at 4675 Page Avenue in St. Louis, Missouri. We have the seasoned union of the fairly recently appointed senior pastor and son of retired pastor emeritus Ronald Bobo, Pastor Charles and First Lady Michelle Bobo, who recently celebrated 18 years of marriage on June 22nd. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So we are so glad to have these first family couples here with us this evening as we get ready to battle it out on the First Family Feud. And in this match, we'll ask a couple of questions to the men, then a couple of questions to the women, as well as a couple of questions that they will answer as a couple. Now, when we first began, we began by calling on our visiting team, and Pastor Charles Bobo was asked the question, what year did the St. Louis Cardinals win the World Series when the lineup included 4 Black players, Ozzie Smith, Lonnie Smith, Willie McGee, and George Hendrick? And unfortunately, Pastor Charles was only 4 years old, so yeah. He gave us an excuse. And so he missed the question, okay? And so that meant we gave Pastor Kilpatrick an opportunity to answer the question, and he'll get the points because the correct answer is 1982. And he said, I remember that because that's when, did you say that's when your grandma came to town?
My great-grandmother.
Your great-grandmother came to town, so that was a historic event, even above and beyond the Cardinals winning the World Series. All right, so we now move to a question for Pastor Kilpatrick of the Pop team. And your question is, what year did the Los Angeles Rams relocate to St. Louis from Los Angeles?
Well, I know when they left.
What's that you say?
I said, I know when they left. So they won the Super Bowl in 1999. Kurt Warner was the quarterback for, let's see, we had that black quarterback. And what was his name? We had before it's 19, it's either 94 or 95. 94.
So don't
90,
ask her. I'm asking
94,
you.
90, any
Come on, and you can't get the answer. Come on now, you got it, Pastor. 1994.
You sound
Go on and do that happy dance. And I want you on Facebook, give us some likes. I want you to hit those love buttons for Prince of Peace, and those who are listening for West Side, be sure to give them some encouragement. So we now have 20 points for the pop team. Okay. And so now we move our questions to the women, the first ladies. And here we go. This is a question for First Lady Michelle. This biblical female character was known for her most notable qualities of courage and careful planning. She was brought up in Persia as the orphaned daughter of Abihail. She was also known as the queen. You have 30 seconds to give us your answer. And again, no help from the audience and no help from the first man.
I'm going with Esther.
Yeah.
Queen Esther, 10 points for West Side. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. And now, here we go to our First Lady of the Prince of Peace Church. Listen very carefully. This woman became an internationally famous dancer, singer, and nightclub performer in the 1920s, fleeing from East St. Louis, Illinois. Hey, that's my hometown, y'all. After the pogrom-like attack of whites on the Black neighborhoods in 1970. She went to Philadelphia, where she obtained her first break as a dancer in the Dixie Steppers. You have 30 seconds, First Lady Kim.
What is her name?
Yes, she is very popular. Come on now. Woo, 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 woo. No help from the audience. You know who it is.
I cannot think of her name.
And she was from East St. Louis.
I cannot think of her name. I can see her face, but I can't
come out of East St. Louis. Come on. Oh, I want to help you.
What is her
name?
name?
I can't help you.
Bring it to me. What is her
name? Bring it to her. Oh, your 30 seconds are
Oh my God.
So the question passes now to First Lady Michelle. And you've got it.
Think of this lady's name.
Come on.
Josephine Baker.
You go ahead.
What was they doing to us?
Wonderful. You got it. You got it. Josephine Baker. So who knew that Josephine was from East Boogie, y'all?
St. Louis, though.
Come on now. East Boogie. All right. So right now the score is tied 20-20. Okay. And so we are going to move back to our men. And this time we are going to go with Pastor Kilpatrick. We're going to let you go this time. And your question is, can you name the United States president who had this to say about the Bible? When you have read the Bible, you will know that it is the word of God, because you will have found it the key to your own heart, your own happiness, and your own duty. Which one of our presidents had the audacity to quote something for the Bible? Pastor Kilpatrick.
It wasn't Donald Trump.
And that is for sure.
Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, you went a little too far back, So I'm going to go to the youngster and see if Pastor Charles, you got any clue?
So I was thinking Abraham Lincoln as well, but since he said that and eliminated that for me, I'm going to go with Jimmy Carter.
Wow, good guess, good guess. However, we got to go with, if I said WW, the 28th president of the United States. Do you know WW?
Woodrow Wilson.
Come on, who said that?
That would be me. Come
Come
on.
on.
They still don't get the points.
So nobody gets the points on that.
Five.
But Woodrow Wilson, WW, come on now. So now, this question will go to Pastor Bobo. And in 1983, you probably wasn't born then, but in 1983,
I was 5.
Now, Harold Washington became the first Black mayor of what famous city? Go. Harold Washington. No help, no help. Harold Washington. See, this is a lesson in Black history too,
is
y'all.
that
Come
why-
on now.
Is it Washington, D.C.?
Oh, unfortunately, it is not. So the question now goes to Pastor Kilpatrick.
In the voice of Michelle Bobo, the answer is Chicago, Illinois.
Oh my gosh.
All right, 10 points for the pop team.
And my dad was
Excellent.
on here helping them too.
Now,
So.
okay, so what helped you to know that from 1983, Pastor?
That was big news in '83. That was
really was. It really
when he
was.
became mayor.
And he came in with some changes, and he ran for a second term, and unfortunately he died shortly after that second election, so he wasn't able to fulfill 2 terms. So we move now back to the women, and this time we're going to start with First Lady Kim. Get ready for this one. What religious denomination has a reputation that the women wear the largest, most expensive hats in the world? You got 30.
Church of God in Christ.
Go ahead, girl. You got it. So, all right now. Thank you very much. So, are you going to follow suit with the Kojic First Lady?
Absolutely not.
Now, the first Sunday that we're back into the Prince of Peace Church, we want to see you with a big hat. You know, one of them that flops down, okay?
Oh,
You got to set the tone for what the other women gonna wear, all right? So here we go. This one is for you, Lady Michelle. Now, this is in your generation, so you should be able to get this, all right? Who is the designer of the red bottom shoe? Go.
can't say his name right. Christian Louboutin, something like that. I'm gonna go with that.
You got it right.
Christian Louboutin.
I don't know how to
I
pronounce it, but she got it right.
knew you would know that. See, that's your generation. You got some Christian Louboutins?
Absolutely not.
Pastor Charles Bobo,
I knew it was coming.
you slipping now. You gotta get her some red bottoms, okay? Now, I do want to warn you, My daughter got a pair for her birthday one year, and she said, Mama, them the most uncomfortable shoes I've ever had in my life. They may cost a lot, but she wore them one time and laid them aside, okay?
Wow.
So you may not want to be in such a big hurry to get a pair, all right? So here we go. This section is for both of you. You actually can kind of talk to each other about what this might be. And so I am going to take the question back now to the West Side team. And the question is, West Side Baptist Church aired a daily broadcast on my radio station, KSTL AM 690. What was the name of the broadcast?
Oh my God.
Where your daddy at?
Oh.
Where your daddy at?
All right, come on, Ronald Bobo.
Come on now.
Put it in the chat.
Now, how old were you in 1997?
I was away at school.
You should have been old enough to remember.
I was in college. I'm gonna tell you yes, but I think it was the Sharing Hope broadcast. Yeah, I got it.
You got it. You got it. You got it. All right. Woo. And West Side gets another 10 points. All right. So, Pastor.
Yes.
Question is for the two of you. You can put your heads together now. Next year, 2020 Church was founded by the late Reverend E.J. James. Next year.
We always
We get it wrong.
we get it wrong every year. I think it's 97.
Come on, Pastor.
I think it's 97. Is it 97? We get it wrong every year.
Oh. Well, I'm going to ask the opposing team because that's not the right answer.
Right. Can I ask when it
The
started?
opposing team.
He said, when did it start?
And the question again, next year, what anniversary will the Prince of Peace Church celebrate?
What did they say? She said 90.
I'm not going to tell you.
Ah,
I'm not going to tell you.
okay, so
You're
it's got to
gonna-
be either 96 or 98, because she said 97. So it's probably 98.
You got that right.
We got it right.
We got it right.
Pastor Kilpatrick.
We get it wrong every year.
All right. See, that was a together question.
But we get it wrong
We
every
get it wrong
year.
every-
We get it wrong
We have to
every
call
year.
Rob, what year is this? 96,
We
97?
have to call Robin
98?
every year.
Okay, Lady Kim,
We should have lost
it
that
will
one.
be your responsibility from here on out to make sure that your husband knows what year the church is celebrating. Okay?
I got it.
Now, if he's that bad with keeping up with your anniversary, I already told him 12 days and I saw him counting on the fingers like I was wrong. Like I didn't look at the calendar and count the days first, okay? We
deserve
already
to
know
be-
it.
I'm an honorary pot member after that.
All right. Okay, here we go.
God, you
This question. This question is going to be for the men. All right. And this time, I'm going to do something different. Because I'm going to say whoever gives me the answer first is going to get the points. All right.
Come on, baby.
This 1971 movie, and you weren't born then, youngster, okay? But this 1971 movie, directed by Gordon Parks Sr., epitomizes the blaxploitation films of the early 70s. It chronicles the adventures of a Black private detective in New York who is hired by a Harlem underworld boss to find his kidnapped daughter. Name this movie and the actor who played the leading role.
Oh, the leading actor.
What's the name of the movie?
The name of the movie and the actor who played the leading role.
The movie is Superfly. It ain't Superfly. It's the detective. Oh yeah. That's what, I don't know who
Wrong answer, Pastor.
so I don't get another chance.
He haven't said anything.
He
I
hadn't
wanted to
said
eliminate my
anything?
options. So go
Can I
ahead, keep
say it?
going.
Go ahead, Pastor.
Shaft.
And who played Shaft?
Mr. Roundtree.
We can have. He can have. I can have. That's what I say.
Well, you know what?
I can
You know
have.
what? I'm gonna have to give you all 5 apiece.
There we go. There we go.
5
We can work
points
like
apiece.
that. We can work like
Okay, that's the fair thing to do. But you know what? Even though that was a movie from the 70s, Shaft is it's like a pillar in the community, Black community. Everybody knows Shaft and
Right.
Richard Roundtree. Come
See,
on now,
I
with
knew
his
it when
fine
you said-
self. Have you ever seen the movie, Pastor Charles? Have you ever seen it?
I've
I'm
seen
putting you on the
parts.
spot. Have you ever seen this movie?
I knew Richard Roundtree was in it. I saw the one with
going to
Samuel
suggest-
Jackson. I saw the one with Samuel Jackson.
Well, the two people that we had Shaft, and he said the other one, Superfly. Okay. Now I know we all Christians and all that kind of good stuff, but those were some good movies back then, okay? Because it starred Black people. Come on now.
Oh my God.
All right, here we go. This one is for the women. Okay, listen up, and I'm going to do the same thing. I want you to give me, it can be either one of the ladies to answer, okay?
Okay.
Name the 1995 movie directed by Forrest Whitaker that also included Leela Roshan. Name the movie and the starring actress.
What?
1995, directed
She only
by
had like
Forrest
three. She only
Whitaker.
had like one movie, and I don't even know what it was.
Who don't know him?
Well, I know
No.
Forrest Whitaker, but I don't know the movie that she was in because she's.
So if I said Whitney Houston was in it,
The Bodyguard.
Uh-uh.
What is it? Why you ain't
Can I say it?
No, wait a
no,
minute.
this is a woman's question.
The leading actress was Angela Bassett,
Come on.
and it was
Oh, really?
what is it?
Come on. Angela Bassett in
30 seconds are
All
up.
right, them 30 seconds been gone.
seconds is up.
She said either one of us could say it.
Oh,
Oh.
Either one of the women.
Oh,
So do you know the name of the
About the
movie,
hate.
Lady Michelle?
I can't remember.
I just watched it Sunday on Bounce.
can the men answer?
On.
You know the name of the movie when she burnt up the car.
Oh my
Angela
God.
Bassett.
Can I answer the question?
It was Angela Bassett. It was Loretta Devine. It was Layla Roshan.
Can I
Oh
answer?
my God!
And
Come on.
Where
And-
did sex sell?
You get it with it.
Woo! I'm gonna go on and get that to you. I'm gonna go on and let you have it, okay? Because it took me long enough to get it.
95.
Waiting to exhale.
Oh.
And again, I'm giving the ladies lady questions, okay?
I love TV.
You know, women, that movie right there, you know, Joker don't do you right. You know what to do. Take that crap on fire.
now wait just a minute. We are on the Christian pastor.
Network.
What kind of show is this?
This is
Oh my
the
God.
first Family Feud. All right. Now, we're going to really get serious because did you know that some of the phrases that we use today in the Bible, they come from the Bible. So let's see how well you can do with just a couple of them. And this is for both the husband and wife can put your heads together and come up with what I'm going to ask. I need you to tell me where these phrases can be found in the Bible. You only have to give me the book. You don't have to give me the, if you know the chapter and verse, good, but I'll just go with what book it is, all right? This saying is found in the Old Testament and is used to describe someone who is haughty and thinks they are all that and a bag of chips.
Proverbs.
Okay, what is the phrase?
Pride comes yeah. What is it? Something about a haughty spirit and pride comes before the fall, destruction comes before the fall.
Yeah.
You just said it. Pride goes before the fall. Proverbs 16:18. So that's 10 points for the West Side team. Okay, City Takers. And I'm kind of losing track of who's ahead here, but I'm going to do some calculation real soon. If Robin is keeping tabs for me, I hope we'll know before we go to the bonus point. Here's another one. This saying is found in the New Testament, and we often are told to beware of
wolves.
Can't say it, can
Yeah.
Who said that?
Wolves in sheep clothing.
You said
got
false
it.
prophet.
No.
Beware of wolves in sheep clothing. You know what book?
What book? Matthew.
Yes, Matthew 7:15. You got it. You got it. So that's 10 points for the pop team. Don't forget, people that are looking, hit those buttons, hit those like buttons and the love buttons, because we got us a battle going here. And if you give me just a second, I got 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 65, 75, 85. I have 85 points for the pop team. I have 10, 20.
That's it.
30, 40, 50. I have 50 points for the City Takers team, okay?
Oh, wait, no, hold on. It ain't that big. 85 to 50?
To 50, 85 to 50.
Ain't you giving 10 points? We got 5 points on one of those.
Okay, you got 55. I see another one there. Let me go back one more time real quick. Hang with me. I have 10, 20,
Plus.
30, 40, 45, 55. I have 55 points for the City Takers, and I have 85 points for the pop team, which means that you, City Takers, West Side, you get a chance to answer the bonus question because we're coming down to the wire. You get a chance to go first in answering the bonus question, which will give you 25 points. So it's not over yet, okay? And if you do not get it right, we then pass it on to the pop team, okay?
What now? Now wait just a minute. Well, we still, if we get 25 points, we still losing. we still lost. It'll just be 80. We need that bonus points to be a little bit higher than that.
Well, there are 2 questions, so
Oh, okay.
you have a chance to get 50 points.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm just saying.
No, I understand. You
Right.
have a chance of getting them both.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now, here we go. For our bonus questions, which is directed to both of you as couples, you can talk among yourselves. We all know and love one of the America's greatest first families of all time, none other than former President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama. And my, how we do miss them in that big White House, okay? But here's the question for you, Pastor Charles, First Lady Michelle. How did Michelle meet Barack Obama?
Let's do it.
How did Michelle meet Barack Obama?
I'm going to say through the, was it the law firm?
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, you got it. They crossed paths when she was assigned as his mentor at Sydney and Austin Law Firm. Okay, so that's 25 points for the City Takers team, all right? So that 25 now gives you 80 points. So we got a close one here because the Pop team is at 85 and the City Takers are at 80. Pop, you gotta get this now. The next question is, let's see. The next question.
What was Michelle Obama's first name?
Michelle.
Michelle. Okay. All right.
Did you see the question
Before
from
I
Robin?
ask this last question, Robin said something about looking at the score. I don't know if that's her. I'm looking at oh, you know what? I got a little bit more up here because no, I got it right. So that's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 85, 95. Oh, all right. So there's 95 on the Pop side. There's 95 on the Pop side because I missed a 10-pointer. Robin, is that, before I go to the last question,
No.
is that the same tabulation that you have? Just send me a chat.
She said no. We've been
Okay,
answering
what
back
is
and
your
forth.
total? Because I'm looking here. Why am I not?
Robin.
Why are we not on the same page?
Robin.
Next time I'm getting a City Taker facilitator to do this.
Well, the county takers and took it.
But I'm looking at the fact that the first two questions that we asked of the men, we gave Pastor Kilpatrick the 1982 and the 1984. That's 20 points. All right. Then for the biblical female character, we have 10 points for Queen Esther going to West Side. Then we also had Josephine Baker, West Side, right?
Yes.
Then we asked about Woodrow Wilson, and no one got the point, all right, on that one. Then Harold Washington, Chicago, Prince of Peace, right?
Right.
Then the Church of God in Christ for the big hats, that was Prince of Peace.
40.
And then for Christian Louboutin, 10 points for West Side. Y'all with me?
Right. 40 to 30.
The Sharon Hope broadcast, 10 points for West Side.
So that's 40 to 40.
All right. And then the 10 points for the 98th anniversary goes to West Side. Those
We
return
50 to
seats
40.
didn't get it. All right. And then I let you guys share 5 and 5 for Shaft. All right. And then for the Waiting to Exhale, we gave it to Prince of Peace for 10. And then Proverbs went to West Side. And Matthew went to Prince of Peace.
We tied.
So I was right at first when I said 85 for Prince of Peace.
It's 65-65.
Yeah, we tied.
Yeah, it's tied up.
How are you guys counting?
Well, what's the points then?
Huh? The points are worth 10.
Yeah, Robin
But
said
then
it's a tie.
I gave you 5 and 5. It's a tie?
It's a tie.
All right, Robin
Until
said
the
it's a
25.
tie.
Yeah, until we just did the 25, then that makes
Okay, and so you
No, we're
guys
going back before that.
No.
okay, so is it 65 plus
90.
25, Robin?
Yes.
Okay,
65 to 90.
plus 25, so you're giving them 90, okay? Is that right, Robin? Because we now have the final question for the pop team. What year did the Obamas get married?
What?
Congratulations to the Bobos.
No.
Thank you.
You won't
Thank you very
even
much.
take a guess?
Okay, so their daughter, the oldest daughter is, well, she's 20.
Take a guess.
So this is, so 19, so she's at least 20, 21. And how old was she?
1992.
You got it. You got it.
Thanks a lot.
You got it.
Hold on, I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am told that we have a tie. So I'm going to come up with a tiebreaker question. Okay. Last week, Pastor interviewed Pastor Ella Jones, Mayor Ella Jones. Okay. Did you see the interview, Pastor Bobo?
Nope, so you got to go to something else.
I'm going to ask you, have you seen her at all on any of the interviews on TV?
I have not interviewed her like Pastor Kilpatrick. But no, I have not seen her in any interviews. I have not. I saw her sworn in. That was it.
Okay, well then I won't do Pastor Ella. But Robin, if you're there, I'd like for you to shoot me off a question so that they will know that I am not.
I have a good idea. Why don't we just leave it tied? The first Family Feud, leave it tied. There's no good, bad.
So we
and
don't
then
have
people-
to have a tiebreaker.
Yeah, yeah.
So you know what this
we
means?
all smiles. We all smiles. They smiling. We smiling.
So you know what this says? That you both have the bragging rights of being the first Family Feud winners.
Yeah.
First family. Yeah. So everybody walks away a winner. How about that? Look at God. Look at God. Yes, yes, yes.
Yay.
That worked out perfectly.
Because I wasn't there. We wasn't having Thanksgiving service with them. We wasn't having Christmas, Easter, birthday, church anniversary, mortgage
So you know
burning.
what? And Pastor does not like to lose.
And I don't.
We'll take it at a time. Would you look how God did that thing? So I hope you learned something in case you're asked again. And to the Bobos, you guys did excellent. Excellent. Okay.
Oh, it
To
was
keep
fun.
up and to be so young. You know what I'm saying? To be so young. And I really have to take my hat off to you, Lady Michelle, because you knew Josephine Baker. And Pastor Charles said, well, I wasn't born in 1982. I was only 4 in 1982. Well, she wasn't born in 1917 either. Well, she knew the name Josephine Baker. So we want to certainly thank our audience for tuning in. We hope that we have brought some laughter and some just uplifting some spirits on today. And I've had fun, and certainly we thank the pastors and first ladies for taking out this time to give you a little entertainment. And again, you've been watching the first Family Feud hosted by the Prince of Peace Church, 9350 Natural Bridge Road, and our special guest and Westside. We're like sister and brother churches, okay? We fellowship together. We truly are one in Christ. And
Amen.
so we are saying that if you're looking for a church home, we don't just say Prince of Peace is the only church that you can go to, but we certainly know that if you go to either one of these churches, you are going to be taught the word of God. And certainly either church, whether you're in the city or the county, Westside is located at 4675 Page Avenue. And you still have your Dunn Road location?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so give us that location as well.
2677 Dunn Road, 63136, old Target building next to the Palace. Everybody know where the Palace was back in the day. So
right. And what is your re-entry schedule?
We don't have one as of yet. We're looking at possibly end of August, maybe September.
Okay. And as a reminder, Pastor Kilpatrick, you have a re-entry date, so we may have some different people watching. So give us that information again.
First Sunday, you can go to Prince of Peace Church STL.com to sign up. All 4 Sundays in August, you have to sign up for the worship service. There will only be 126 persons allowed in the worship service. So it's important that you sign up. The first Sunday is already gone. So if you want to be in worship in August, go and sign up online.
Amen. And once again, we want to say congratulations to the newlyweds, to our First Lady, Kimberly.
12 days.
12 days, Pastor, okay? I'm keeping track.
I see.
And Lady Kim, you have an assignment, and you know what it is, right? Help your man to know how long the church been.
98 years.
98 years.
98
next year,
years.
all right?
Next year.
You don't remember us giving you them $97 for the 97th anniversary this year? $97 we put in, we were asking people to put $97.
I got it now.
The love offering to the church, okay? And I just want to remind people that July 18th is our pastor's birthday, July 18th. And he doesn't mind people knowing how many years it is, because this is going to be 5-3, correct? 5-3. See, I'm keeping up with you, Pastor. 53 years. All right. And so before we go, I still have to say happy birthday to my husband, Douglas, today. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And he's on Zoom on his small group meeting. So we are in different parts of the house so that I don't disturb him and he doesn't disturb me. Okay. So I think that's it. And once again, thanks to all of those who have tuned in on this evening. God bless you. We love you. Any final words, Pastor?
Just thank you, Pastor Bobo and Sister Bobo. you blessed us greatly.
Yes.
This was a lot of fun, and we got to do it again soon.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, we have to have a tiebreaker, because I can't stand the tie. So
I think we should have a live version with some of our family members. Bring your kids,
Yeah.
okay.
and I'll bring my kids.
Whoa, sounds like a battle is brewing, okay?
Right. We
All
should
right.
let's have a dance battle next time.
A dance battle.
No, just kidding.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you once again, and I've enjoyed being with you guys, and I hope the questions were fun, okay? And that you learned something that you will remember, okay? God bless you. I love you.
Love
Love
you.
you.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you, Dr. Holmes.
You're
Thank you.
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Dr.
Robin.
Holmes.
Thank you, Robin.
Thanks, Robin.
Let's see.